Welcome back, everybody, to Panther Creek National by BS Petty. We are on round 3 here today. And, you know, the tournament has had its ups and downs. We've played not up to snuff. We've played quite well. Looking to play a little bit more like round 2 here today. So we move up to the front tees, probably about 1,000 yards shorter or so. Maybe about 800. Medium winds out of the east. Fairways are firm, greens are moderate, but very fast. So the greens have already been quite quick. This goes up another notch to the maximum. But hopefully with the greens being on that moderate side, the bounciness not being quite as much, hopefully we can hold things pretty well. So appreciate y'all being here. If you are new here and have been enjoying the videos over on YouTube, consider dropping a sub. And without further ado, let us get into this thing. Alright, a little bit slow, playing the fade here, but it looks like we're going to bring this bunker into play. So not a great tee shot, just get ourselves a little bit slow side. We're 242 yards out, so I guess there was a chance that maybe we could get there in 2. I feel like trying to shape the 3-wood out of here is only going to get us into trouble. So I'm going to play this smart. We're going to take it back short of these bunkers here and leave ourselves with hopefully just some sort of pitch in. So not how you want to start, taking your eagle opportunity away, but that being said, you can still find scores. Now we are in a little bit of an awkward spot in that I didn't get up close enough for a shorter pitch. Very fast on this sort of slope is going to want to spin backwards. So we kind of want to cancel that out if we can. Give this pitching wedge pitch maybe a little bit forward. That's not going to be pretty more than likely. Yeah, because we're now left with that fast, which means that we've got break left in it. So let's sink this putt, move on to the next, and just kind of wipe the sequence of events from our mind here. Okay, good to make that last little adjustment there. We get a birdie. The pictures are not included on the scorecard. Fortunately, just the 4 with the circle there. So nobody needs to know how we got there other than we got the ball in 4 strokes. All right. I think this is going to be another layup here, so we'll take 4-iron. There we go. Just got to get our inputs going. Got to get our inputs going. The feel for the perfect, once that starts happening, scoring should hopefully go a little bit better. Now let's say that this is uphill to 161. We lose maybe another 12 or so. I guess this is mediums, so we're just playing on the high end of medium winds. 10 mile an hour, that would probably play about 10. Well, yeah, we'll play it about 10. 14 would be 151. So we're looking a few yards long. I don't want to take off too much, so I'm just going to play a little loft and backspin. Just try and get this thing to sit. Fast is going to put it a little longer than I'd like. But we've got enough bite on it. Okay. Just trying to land that a touch shorter. But it would have been flirting with that uphill, so ultimately not terrible. Hey, what's going on, Fly Guy? Thank you for the luck. Welcome back. Alright, so we've got this foot lie, and then the next one. Just about like how much does it move at the start, right? Like you hit it, comes off that line in. A little bit of hammer home. We'll take birdie birdie. See if we can get off to a similar start as yesterday. Touch slow. Is that going to be too far to the right, or do we get any sort of kick left? Okay. That's soft enough. That's all we need. We just need fairways. Obviously, we want to put ourselves in prime position, but fairways are going to do most of that work for us. This is tough because the 5-iron is like taking us right towards pin high. But if I take... If I take too much off here, we're going to end up... We're going to end up in not such a great spot. So I'm going to try and be a little bit to the right. It's a good strike. Does it? It should release a little bit. Okay, it sticks. That's such a fine line there, because if we land like a touch further, it's not so much uphill anymore, and I feel like we're going to get released. But it is moderate, so that's one thing I have to keep in my head. These headwinds with moderate is actually going to have some good check to it, so... Probably could have played that a little bit more at the flag. But we got probably the 98% lie there as well. Got quite a bit of break on all of these. So let's just see like how we feel about this. I'm gonna give it just a touch more. Oh, good adjustment. Fantastic adjustment. All right. We need everything we can get. And now we've got a backstop. Backstop on very fast, so... Gotta keep that in our mind here. I can go 7-iron and probably land it short and let it... You know what? I think this 7-iron is gonna be just fine. Hey, what's going on, TFR? Little fast. Distance is going to be real nice, but, you know, just left with a bit of a bending putt here. Yeah, I mean, that's all the fast. That's all the fast. Oh. Oh, just too pacey. Okay. Just a little bit too pacey there. Really good attempt at it. Really good attempt at it. To keep that on the high side for me is always a good sign of how we're seeing things. All right, this has to be sent. Try and extract some extra distance here with the tailwind to create an opportunity for us coming in on the par 5. Also because it's such a wide open fairway. Now 238. But you know what? This 4-iron, if we can get this to like 228. It's probably going to get about 225. Moderates, but very fast with the tailwind. So touch of loft, touch of backspin. I don't need it to take the ridge crazy amount. Enough to move it left to right, but not enough to like send it off the green straight right. Perfect. Come on, gotta cash it in. Gotta cash it in. Quite a bit of break here in the early part. Maybe not as much towards the end. I just don't trust it. You've got to be kidding me. Ay, ay, ay. 186s, man, they're slippery. They are slippery suckers. So we'll take the birdie. It just sucks to be that kind of putter that like 8 feet is 8 feet's not guaranteed. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's not fun. But I think there's part of my head that just says, it can't break that much in 8 feet. So, gotta put it behind us, try and learn something from that putt for the future so we don't throw away other strokes. But, yeah, it's just always a bit painful. Alright, ball's below the feet. I'd rather be out here. Alright, distance control I feel like has been pretty good, which tends to be the case more so than controlling the side to side. Just scary to me that like I feel like I just can't trust them, but I guess ultimately just keep putting them close if we can. Yeah, try and put them close, try and put them close so that we give ourselves as much opportunity to not have those miss. Slow. So we were going to be long on that one. The slow takes us right. Like, I think the line was good, not the good distance, so get away with that swing. Just hit it with pace, because it's pretty straight, just has a little movement at the end. All right, so despite near miss on the par 3, missed the eagle putt, sure, it could be 8 under through 7, but 6 under through 7 is also pretty dang good. I gotta put it in perspective. Now the big thing is going to be taking it through to the end of the round, because it's one thing to go 9 holes and play really, really well. It's another thing to go and play 18 holes at the same clip. Especially because I feel like the back 9 of this course, at least for me, has been a little bit tougher. I'm gonna just try and play this a little bit more to the left. Like, pin high left. Just don't let it escape us here. Little fast, but I think that's my head just like really keeping me away. Obviously, I would have preferred to be a little closer on the putt, but I just don't want to miss the green to the right. I think that's one thing that I've done to myself is I've gone on aggro lines, misread, and then, misread or mishit, and then next thing I know, I'm in the rough and taking myself out of a birdie chance. At least with this is like, cool, you missed, which sucks, but you have a look at it. Trying to chip things in, that always ends up being a bit more troublesome. Now, there is some movement kind of to the left, which I am having some deep distrust for. Don't really know what to make of it. I'm just gonna play this very safe. That's a putt. I don't know if that holds, because it's moving so slowly, yet at the same time it's all downhill even more behind. Okay. All right. I got scared for a second there that kick to the left was gonna be like so far left that we're just gone. All right, this roll is gonna be interesting. This roll is gonna be interesting. I think this is enough so that it just bleeds down there. I'm trying to, the grip, I'm like, don't feel like I have a good grip on it. Yep. I get so lucky with that because it hits the fairway. I'm gonna have to take a practice swing or something. I've lost, I got uncomfortable with it and couldn't quite reset into it. My swing just feels like it's like going mega right, and I don't know what that's stemming from at the moment. Okay, so if we hit this, it's gonna go through and be traveling. There we go. Okay, we gotta fix the swing though, because that 8 under is not gonna be repeatable if I can't hit shots. Ah, what a mean par 4. So if you played driver here, with this wind, you're playing it into pretty much guaranteed shortness. So I'm gonna play a pretty punchy drive. But yeah, we gotta take some practice swings here, get the grip. Get the grip back. I just don't know what happened, but I got a couple of swings that I just didn't like the way they felt. Cause it's that, like, all of a sudden, like, crazy far off line. Because I can't, that's not okay. That's like a mega push. That's like a mega push. So where... Is it just the controller is, like, angled too much in my hand? I think that could be it. I apologize. This is not what you want mid-round, is to like feel like you're completely out of control. Still a little bit to the right. Gotta love, like, the mental disconnect just out of nowhere. Because that's, like, a really, really good start to this thing, and I don't want to blow it. 74 with the 7 iron, 3 yards short. I would expect it. Actually, I would kind of expect that 3 yards with this kind of wind would stop. But that's, yep, this is why, Colby. We didn't hit like any real horrific shots like that on the front. All right, come on. Step out of your head. Step out of your head. Moderate and then very fast. So we'll play it into here, up the hill. That released. That released. And I think I know what it is because it's very fast and I just like didn't even treat it as such. Okay. Like I had the read as if the greens were slower. Like, take those greens, dial them back to, like, 155s. That's where I want to bounce it and release it. There, not so much. Okay, nice and easy, Colby. Nice and easy. Back in rhythm. Back in rhythm. That's all we need. That's all we need. Now, of course, it would be great to, you know, have a little bit more power there, because if I have a little bit more power, I could probably just take the 4-iron in. Now we've got to try and do something with our 3 hybrid. Now, that being said, maybe 5 yards short, a little bit of wind. Let that release, and then you've got this backstop. It's uphill, like that could... I don't know, I kind of think if you play this back here, right, it should... I know it's moderate, but it's very fast, so if you get it to the bounce and release, and then it takes this down and around... I don't know if I'm, like, writing myself some sort of death sentence here. Because if it doesn't get the release, then... GG no re, like... I am definitely the fool. I hit it quite slow, though, so all of a sudden we're on line for the hole as opposed to that left-hand side. So yeah, we were gonna definitely get back for the roll around like we wanted to. Not how we drew it up. I think where we initially were is... or where I was aimed is definitely, I think, what we would have wanted for it to execute properly. Alright. But again, we have another eagle look, so... if there's any consolation to these... Alright, there we go. Missed the one earlier, but we'll take that one. Nine or 10. I mean, these are all kind of floating in similar ballparks. I think you just have to give this like a little bit of loft and backspin. And that should be enough to sit it the way that one might like. Maybe slow, but that line looks really nice to me. Yeah, we had like a really good read on that. For the slow to end up just barely on this side then. Hey, what's going on, Scotty? Thank you for the luck, man. Thank you. Round's going pretty dang well, man. Not a good round one, but we are clawing our way back. Although grip is escaping us a bit at the moment. All right, we're gonna go with the punchy drive here again. Cut this through the wind, but get it on the ground. Perfect. All right, we have backstop, so it's just a question now of are we trying to land it right by the hole, or are we trying to land it long and spin her on back? 157, 155. I mean, be a couple yards long, and then you could definitely put some backspin on it and make it a couple yards less long. We still got a little bit higher up. Oh, and it plants. Okay, I thought the backspin alone there that I was gonna shave some distance off. So that was a critical mistake. So now we've got to play this like well short. So that's going to be our aim. Now it's just like, how much does this break? Ooh, almost. That one did feel a little bit like I aimed it too much at the start, but it does move back quite a bit. It does move back quite a bit. So that was a bit of a misjudge. Probably shouldn't, like, I don't know, I am kind of playing it to land it towards the hole. I don't know if I should have just full committed to the backstop. Alright, I think we just go full backspin. Try and aim for this right side fairway. Hit it fast, so this could be bad. I mean, we're aimed pretty far right, so the hope would be that the kick's not crazy. Okay. Able to get away with it. Now it becomes 4 iron is too short. 3 hybrid. It's gonna be up in here. I mean, it's gonna roll out the back. I want it to not be like too crazy. right? But at the same time, like I need this to be on the green or right off the green. I don't want to carry too much speed. Maybe fast, but that should hit green and go back right. There's all the speed, but it should die right at the top here and give us a putt. Like I think with this we have to always make sure we land here. You don't want to go too deep, but then give her a rip up the hill. Tiny, tiny movements. Like enough so that you can't go, you don't want to miss. I mean, you never want to miss this one anyway, but definitely an eagle opportunity. There's no way that that's not enough power. Oh my goodness. It just ate. I gave extra on that fairway there. I'm just so scared because like they always tend to go so far past, but that's why I'm not one of the best players. I feel like that's a make for most people most of the time. All right. We can't sweat it too much. Can't sweat it too much because if we start sweating that too much, it's not gonna be fruitful. All right, good strike. Left it a little bit left. But distance control. I feel like distance control has been spot on. Like most of the time, really having a good time as far as dialing these shots in. Hey, what's going on, Linkster? Welcome back. Alright, I am kind of hitting this with pace. Because I want to just preserve the line in my mind that I'm seeing with this. Like, it's still so dangerously close to missing, but I feel like I have to be more aggressive with that in order to get it to work. Alright, I think we can... I don't see a point in laying this back at all. Alright, got a little bit fast. But that's gonna be a-okay, because I'm pretty much aiming that to be right side fairway. We're not really doing anything much crazier than that. Okay, so... still need to compensate for some wind here. Not a whole lot, though. I played too much loft. Don't love that for us. I don't know why I played that as if that wind was gonna carry the ball much further. Okay. Certainly not ideal. Gotta get it through this first, like, box and a half of break on the right line, and then from there everything else should take care of itself. We almost left that too far right, but I was like, so many times I feel like I missed those lows, so I gave it just like the extra click there. Do we go for this? I guess it's like best case scenario, I feel like you roll way long here. Otherwise, we're laying it up and then you've got to hit a shot. I don't know. Is the risk... Is it worth it? The wind is changing. Hey, what's going on, Lockshead? I just had to keep it in my head that it's just like every other shot. Now this is gonna go long. You know, we're never keeping this close. But now we're down around the green, so theoretically a 28-yard shot should be easier. All right. That's tough. That's still tough, though, because it's on very fast, and I can't really put loft into it. Trying to figure out how the moderate's going to play there, but it doesn't slow the bounce enough. Hey, what's going on, Jet Ski? All right. This is not a simple 10-footer. There's a lot of break here. Give you this burner, you're out. You don't care about the fact that we're 14 under through 16. Just that, just that I gotta make this bird. I don't know if going for like 10 foot on approach from back in the fairway is probably also reasonable. You're selfish. Yeah, we got eagles on the card, or an eagle on the card. We've got a bunch of scores, but nope, just this one hole. That's the make or break. Throw for content or you're out. All right, so we've got a dichotomy in chat between Dr. Lockshead. Very, very healthy. All right, I'm just trying to feel this one out because we know it breaks. And we know it's like quite the swing. So I'm going to go here. There you go, Lockshead. There's your birdie. Look at that scorecard. That's nice. All right. That's the last drive in the books, and that one's going to be fairway bound. Now we just need an approach shot. Now we just need an approach shot. 153, wind, hill. Maybe fast, but I like the line. Does that satisfy your viewing pleasure? That's so much better. And we definitely had some more opportunities early on. We had a short stint there where the swing was escaping us. Now, don't get me wrong. There are several 16s up here. But these are 16s of people in the top 10. And we've just propelled ourselves to one stroke outside of the top 10. So we may have shot 7 under in round 1. But I'll be damned if we're not coming back.